I think it's 8 seconds live. Do you want to check if on YouTube, do you see me live? I can't tell.
Check. Yeah.
Oh, it's live already, right?
Yeah, you can see from your
Cool. Okay. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Today we are very fortunate to do live. This is our first time doing live. Actually, we're trying to do. Hi, Darian Gaming. Ramadan Mubarak to everyone. Hi, thanks for tuning in. Yeah. So we just started, and it's our first time doing this. So pardon us if it's a bit odd or a bit weird. I just got a new microphone just for this purpose. I hope it's not too loud on the speakers for you. I hope the sound is good.
I think it's fine, yeah. So far.
Okay, so I think let's begin and not hold everyone back, right? We will be sharing our first time experiencing Ramadan, how it's like. Maybe you shall get Brother Ilyas to share his first, because it's still very fresh in his mind. He just reverted last year in March. It was just when the COVID-19 was picking up, and guess he had his first Ramadan sometime in May or June last year, right?
Yeah, correct. You can hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you well. It's a bit slightly echoey, but it's okay. I mean,
it's just my hair a bit messy, so.
Yeah, I'm also, I just showered, so my hair is not up, like I'm not styled properly. So
yeah. So, anyways, I think before I share, I think I would also like to share why we are doing this live show, because our plan is to do a live on every other day for this Ramadan, so that people at least have something to watch. Maybe Muslim converts or reverts. I think that time Harold mentioned that they might be celebrating Ramadan alone, right? So at least maybe with this they have something to watch, and it will keep them company, like a virtual company. Yeah. So talking about my first Ramadan, right? This year is my second. Okay. I just broke fast I think 3 hours ago, which was pretty fast. Going to start fasting again tomorrow, but my first Ramadan I remember was I think it went over, the whole Ramadan went past quite quickly from what I can recall, because that time it was COVID, right? And in Singapore we had this thing called the circuit breaker, so it's like a lockdown basically, but we use another term for it in Singapore. So at that time, okay, we were just working from home. So, and at that time also, my work, right, is quite flexible. So I can, do my own things at my own time. And so that one last year, right, I spent it quite, easily. So this year will be a bit different because I'm working already. But I think what I can remember last year was, I think that being my first year, right, I think spending it with my mom, even though she's not really celebrating it, but she still wakes up to prepare food for me in the morning. So even though I tell her not to, right, but she still does it. But I'm sure that a lot of Muslim reverts or converts might experience this same thing as well. Like your parents will wake up at the same time with you, even though they are not fasting, to see how you are doing, to prepare some food for you. So you can also experience the love of your parents during our first Ramadan. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is a short summary of my first Ramadan. I think Brother Harold, his Ramadan, I think, was 7 years ago, right? The first one, or 8, maybe as a non-Muslim.
Yeah.
So you can share with
Yeah.
with the viewers. How was your first Ramadan?
Huh? Sorry. Oh yeah,
I
share
think
the viewers.
yeah, right.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, I wasn't a Muslim then. I was, trying out Ramadan because I wanted to know if I can get used to the lifestyle of being a Muslim. I know that Muslims have to fast every year for a month. So if I could do it, then I'm a bit more confident in embracing Islam. That was then. And so I mean I did it the wrong way. Why? Because I ate a lot. So I actually put on a few pounds, yeah, after Ramadan. But
Wow.
that's the funny part about my first experience. Besides that, actually my parents didn't know I was fasting. Why? Why is it so? Because I would wake up very early in the morning before subuh, right, to eat
Uh-huh.
something, and I would cook instant noodles at that time, or
Oh,
some quick quick fix, easy to make food kind of thing. And my dad would come past the kitchen and thought that I was eating supper.
wow.
Yeah.
This
So he's a bit surprised that I'm so hungry at 4 a.m. or something. But I'm actually doing my sahur. Yeah.
uh,
And afterwards, you won't see your parents because you go off to work, right? And lunchtime you
yep.
don't eat. Yeah. So my colleagues, they would go for their lunch, and I would just say I got work to do. So I'll just stay in the office instead and continue doing my work. I'm actually much more efficient then because I have an extra hour to work, right?
Mm.
Yeah. But of course, physically wise, I also feel tired because it's my first time doing Ramadan fasting, right? And so I would, go to a corner, take a nap on a desk for like 15 minutes just to recharge. Yeah,
Oh,
and come back to work again. And I was just looking at the clock, waiting for the time for Maghrib. And I would just keep looking at my clock every 1 hour. Oh, okay, 1 hour gone. Okay, 1 hour. And afterwards, make my way home, and whatever I see on the street, those bazaar. In Singapore, they have those bazaar where they sell fried food, and
uh-huh.
I think
Yeah.
it's not healthy food, but it's immediate fix. You get
Yeah.
those
Like
fried
pasar
potatoes.
malam, is it?
Yeah, yeah, the night market, the
Wow.
pasar malam, and you get all the kebabs as well. So I guess grab anything that I see that is halal. So just try to. I actually, got a bit too hungry, so I ordered too much, and then the rest became my sahur the next day because I couldn't finish it. Yeah, that was the physical part of going through Ramadan for me. Besides that, what else? Yeah, for my parents, so they didn't really notice that I was fasting because when I come home, I will be eating still my dinner, and they thought I'm just having dinner, breaking fast actually.
Ah,
Yeah. I didn't start with any prayers because I have not learned any prayers then. So I was just purely fasting, and
it's good
and
enough.
yeah, and yeah, that's what happens after after a few days in the fasting. I start to
Mm-hmm.
see that my senses are picking up many different kind of nice smelling
Okay,
food.
okay. That's good.
So easy to
I thought you wanted to say you started to see double vision.
double vision. No, no, yeah. I start to even pick up people wearing perfume from like or cologne from like quite far away. Like my nose become quite
Oh,
sensitive. I can pick up stuff already.
wow.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
experienced that
Okay lah.
so far.
But my nose is quite selective. I don't smell anything from the toilet. So yeah. That's a side joke. Anyway, afterwards it's just hunger pangs once in a while.
Ah,
yeah, it's quite tolerable. As in, all you have to do is, when you get hungry, I start to maybe read a bit of the Quran. Yeah, it does help. Like, why you're going through this. It's kind of like a reminder to you that you are going through this for the sake of Allah, or
Mm,
for discovering the truth, or for discovering whether you can actually go through it properly. Like, you give your 100%, and that was what I
correct.
was trying to do. I was giving my 100%. That So I just managed to do it lah. So around the third week, that's when the dream happened. And
Oh,
yeah, and things start to change. I mean, I start to like appreciate a lot of things around me also. Like, I start to notice how fortunate we are in life. We get, you know food, water, oxygen. We see people who actually go through days without food. That's not during Ramadan, and we get food so on our table.
mm,
So when I see people going through that on other days that is not Ramadan, yeah, it kind of makes me think how fortunate I am. And yeah, so it's just a very strong reflection when you do Ramadan in your life. Like, you start to look at a lot of things and be grateful for them. Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
it's a great sharing, man.
What about
But
you?
just now you mentioned one point, right? That like it is actually tolerable, right? Like
Yeah,
after you went through like a few days, and I think that was my thought as well last time. Like before last year, because I became a Muslim like a few weeks before Ramadan, right? And I was like, wow, this year Ramadan I have so many things to do. I have to pray the night prayers. I have to fast. I have to do like so many things at once, like right after becoming a Muslim. So I was a bit scared, like, wow, what if I cannot do it? Like I haven't fasted before for 25 years of my life, and then this is going to be my first time fasting. So but in the end, right, turns out it was actually not that hard as I thought it would be. Like it is actually quite tolerable. And like today, right, like like brother Edison, right, it was his first Ramadan, right, and then he
yeah.
also said that it was surprisingly tolerable for him. Yeah, so I think like even for this year's Ramadan, I had the same feeling. Like I was a bit scared, like, oh, Ramadan is here again, but yet I'm excited. The mixed feeling. But
Mm,
now one day is over. I think I'm pretty confident for the rest of the 29 days.
that's great, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
once you can get across one day, you just tell yourself, let's try another day and another day, and it moves on from there.
correct,
And
correct.
yeah, yeah, brother Edison, just share with us a bit of how he felt for his first Ramadan, right? On WhatsApp today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct, correct. He
yeah.
ate
So
chicken rice.
he was surprised that he could. Yeah, he ate chicken rice for dinner. And
Yeah.
he's surprised that he could actually go through it. He never thought he could. Maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, because like I think one day before we were talking with him also, right, or 2 days before, like he said he was a bit afraid, like he will get hungry or
hungry or
thirsty.
thirsty. Yeah.
Yeah, but he made it for the first day, lah. So I think it should be smooth sailing for the rest of the 29 days
Inshallah.
of Ramadan. Yeah,
Yeah.
inshallah. But
So,
talking
but
about the
yeah, sorry,
Ramadan,
proceed.
right?
Yeah,
Sorry, you were saying something.
sorry. There was like some comments here I saw, like somebody
Oh,
asking, "How's my baby?" My baby is sleeping right now. Thank you. Sorry, sorry. Yeah,
no
and
worries, no worries.
let's see some comments here just very quickly. Hi everyone. I see some people from Malaysia, Johor, from Algeria,
Uh,
um, and
Walaikum salam to everyone.
Indonesia. Yeah. So, wish all of you Ramadan Mubarak. Oh, so someone from Pakistan as well. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's
And
someone
someone
from
from
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Yorkshire. Wow.
Where's that?
I've never been there before. I've only been to London. I wish I can travel again. I miss traveling actually. Yeah. I actually
Soon,
wonder how
soon.
you do Ramadan if you're traveling. Yeah,
Oh,
I
I'm not
think
sure is the other one. I think some people they do travel to uh Umrah, like to Mecca during Ramadan to do their to do the
The
Umrah,
Hajj
basically,
or
the
Hajj.
mini Hajj. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think if they travel there, I think they do fast. I think there is certain rulings on traveling lah, and fasting. Like
Probably need to ask an ustad or imam for that.
yeah, correct,
Um,
correct. I think I learned before, but I forgot lah. But I think
Never
online,
tried it.
there is
Mm.
uh lots of good resources to learn that.
Yeah. Sorry, you were sharing a bit about the Ramadan. So
Oh,
let's go back to that.
oh, I was saying Ramadan, right? Like
Yep.
so, like how was it different for you? What was there any difference for you for like your first Ramadan and now? Like, do you approach Ramadan differently? Do you have like do you like your takeaways from every Ramadan? Is it different from your first one? And how has your experience evolved over the past 8 years?
I think every year it gets more special for me. Why? Because um, I mean, I start to memorize more of the surahs also. So when doing tarawih with my wife at home, besides going to the mosque, sometimes we do it at home, right, with our families. So you get to add on more surahs in your recitation, and it's like recalling all that you have memorized before from the Quran, and being the husband in the house, the imam, since you're at home with your wife, it's different leading your wife in prayer at night. And sometimes I would wake up for the tahajjuds, and my wife would also do it with me, or she would do her tahajjuds on her own, and we get to have that moment with God, in quietness, and having that focus to speak to Him, and ask Him anything you want, or tell Him even your day, how's your day. Yeah, it felt very personal for tahajjud, and afterwards, the last 10 day doing that special uh, nightly prayers. Yeah, and then I would say I always look forward to breaking fast and doing sahur actually. Not because of the food, but it's just the atmosphere during that time. When breaking fast, we all would stand by our phones on the table with Wana 94.2 FM. I was like doing promotion for the, but anyway, I mean, the channel in Singapore where you can
Yeah,
play the
the
azan.
radio channel. Yeah.
Yeah, and we will just sit there with dates and some water and food ready on the table just to wait for that azan. So when the azan comes on, my father-in-law would say a simple dua, and we will start to have a date, and start to eat as well. Yeah. And afterwards, yeah. So there are some days I would do my prayers, my tarawih, and Maghrib and Isha with my parents-in-law. Yeah. And there's also another very special thing, because when I first got married, I didn't move out to get my own house yet. I was living with them. So I spent Ramadan the entire 30 days with my in-laws, and it was beautiful because it's very routine, and my mother-in-law would always prepare very nice food for dinner, and sort of like I know what she's going to prepare for drinks for us as well. It's like teh tarik, it's like milk tea, and afterwards we would go. My father-in-law would drive me to the mosque to do our Tarawih prayers together, and we'll come back home. And yeah, afterwards we even sometimes drop by some of the coffee shops to have supper, like satay, or some simple prata or something. Prata also. Yeah.
Wow,
Then
sounds very nice.
yeah, the atmosphere is great because there's so many Muslims coming out, streaming into the mosque to do Tarawih prayers, and streaming out afterwards, right? And sometimes you meet your friends, you see your friends in the same mosque, and you say hi, and you know, might end up having supper with him. So afterwards you go home and take a good night rest. Yeah, and the day begins again. So I guess the atmosphere, the prepare the whole thing when it comes to before Eid, right? Before Eid, um, EID, Eid, yeah, before Eid, the bazaars are all open. There's a lot of food around, food stalls around for you to buy food. So the whole atmosphere is how it's like in Singapore. I guess, yeah, it's a very warm feeling. Yeah, now with COVID-19, we don't see that a lot now. Yeah, so I guess we do virtual bazaar.
Yeah, there's actually some virtual bazaar. I think, like I saw some lah, but I'm not sure whether or not is it Ramadan related. But I think there is some people like doing on their own. Like a lot of like Facebook sellers, right? They're doing live bidding of like Ramadan products. A lot of Facebook live sellers, but I think my experience a bit similar yet different to yours, like the changes. Because I think this year, the atmosphere I think getting better compared to last year, because last year was like closed, everything closed. So this year, at least the mosques are open, can go for Tarawih prayers, can at least go for Friday prayers also during the month of Ramadan. Although it is still Friday prayers, but I think it feels different. Like more people will go. Like the slots will be more filled and harder to get the booking and get the slot like during Ramadan. But other than that, right? For me, I think one thing I learned also from last year, right, is actually I don't need that much food after like for iftar. Like, because I think last year the first few days, right, I thought I would be so hungry. Like I think that you also, right, you said you buy a lot of food. I also bought a lot of food. Like I'll buy pizza, I'll buy bubble tea, then I'll buy some an actual meal lah. So I buy so many in the end I eat until damn full. So this year, right, like I just ate a normal meal. I just ate a one person, like nothing fancy, no fancy add on like pizza or whatever, and it's good enough. So yeah, and I think in the morning I also like fixed up my routine, like what time to wake up, what time to because last year, right, I was a lot on my phone for the adhan. This year I also tried the radio lah. I used the 94.2, and it's actually quite nice. Not bad. Even though like most of the part I don't know what they are saying, because most of it is in Malay, right? But once it's adhan, then I will know it's adhan.
Because besides the azan, they also play some Arabic music, right? There's like this air of, it's very, very warm feeling. Is like there's also some drums, and there's this guy who would, I can't remember what he says, but just just after the azan, he would sing like Ya Rob, Ya Rob Pika, something like that. Remember?
Oh, I haven't heard it today.
Yeah. You should. Maybe somebody here in the comments can actually say the whole line. I can't remember that yet. Yeah, but yeah, that guy would I think he's from Turkey. Yeah, but the way he does it is so significant that it's all in all our radio, and it's in our memories also. Yeah.
Oh, I okay. One thing about living with parents, right? Like me, right? I can't wait to experience like actually moving out and then experiencing the whole family in the house that is actually Muslim, because right now, right, when if people don't who have not experienced this, okay, for Muslim converts, a lot of the times when they wake up, right, we have to be as quiet as possible in order not to disturb other people in the house. So for Muslim converts or reverse, at least from my experience and some experiences I heard from other people, when they wake up, they try not to turn on so many lights in the morning. They try not to, turn on like their phone too loud, so we cannot turn on the radio too loud in case we disturb our family members, right? Because they are still sleeping. So this experience, right, is really different. I can't wait to experience like actually, or I can blast the radio in the morning. Next time when I actually move out and stay with my own family, right? And then I can wake them up in the morning. I can be loud, wake everyone up for if not iftar, suhoor, and then prepare for subuh also. So I think a very different experience. I can't wait for that. I
Mm.
think once that day comes, I'll be so happy, but also very stressed, like because like more responsibility already by then. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
probably have to
it's
help
not
prepare food.
it's not going to be long, right? I mean, like you're going to get married soon, right? That's what I remembered.
Yeah, correct. It's just waiting for the coronavirus to get better. Because just now I saw a comment. Okay, I saw a comment on that asked, "Am I married?" So not yet lah. Soon. Okay. Just to explain, okay, my situation. I think some people might be stuck in this situation also, lah. Because right now, in order to get married, okay, I can't travel yet. So my future wife, okay, she's in another country, and so I'm just waiting for the new travel arrangements in Singapore to allow me to travel. I think probably after the vaccine a while I can already, so probably a few months time, and then I'll be able to get married and then move on to my next phase in life lah. So just a few more months, inshallah, then I will be able to move on to my next phase in life. It's also stressful, lah, but I also excited at the same time. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
inshallah. Mm.
but wow, I see a lot of good comments, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
So, have you ever
uh-huh.
tried? Oh, there's one of the Ramadans, right? Not one. I think a few Ramadans. I tried. After breaking fast, go and exercise.
After breaking fast, go and exercise. No, lah. I hate, I hate exercising. I hate exercising. Wait, just a quick question before I continue on. Did the screen change? Like
Yes.
the screen change. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think
okay.
maybe I changed it to make it paranomic a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to exercise, right? I hate exercising, lah.
Yeah.
So I used to be in sports CCA last time. I was
Mm.
in canoe in my polytechnic, which is maybe like, I don't know, senior high school or something equivalent in the West. So at that time, right, like we train almost every other day
Oh,
during school, and when it is holiday, right, we train 6 days a week, 2 times a day.
wow.
So after that experience, I hate exercising. I really hate exercising after that. Like, I think next time if I were to exercise, right, like my house, I'll put a treadmill at home. Like,
Mm.
and then I'll walk at my house. I don't want to walk anymore. It's like, I don't know why. I'm just so like tired of exercising. At least, okay, my favorite exercise, if I were to exercise, that will be to swim.
Mm.
Because like swimming, right, I don't feel hot. I think the worst part about exercising for me, like, is the sweat. The like feeling so sticky and feeling so humid. So at least swimming, right, even if you sweat, like the water just washes it away, and
Mm.
then the water cools you down at the same time. So yeah, I think swimming would be my favorite, but that's a bit off topic. But have you exercised after suhoor?
After sahur.
Yeah.
After sahur cannot exercise. You still have some food in your belly, right? Yeah. But after sahur, my wife usually reads the Quran. That's what I noticed. Like she takes the Quran out after doing the subuh. Sorry, after subuh, she will read the Quran. Yeah. Especially during Ramadan. Yeah. And yeah, I know. I also prepare something to show you. This is my
Oh,
wife who
nice.
prepared. Yeah. But this is yogurt with some
Green
and use berries, raspberry and strawberry. Yeah, it's actually a good meal to have
is your
for
supper.
breakfast. That's my liquid for tonight also.
Oh,
So
nice man.
yeah, my little dessert. Yeah.
Wow, nice. I thought
Um.
you wanted to
Yeah.
show like some artwork.
What? Oh, you thought I wanted to show like a whole chicken? Yeah. Yeah. So for those who are maybe just reverted to Islam, right, and it's a new revert, and this is a good
Yeah.
thing to have. It's easy to make, right? It's just yogurt. Yogurt has fat, so it's like keeps you full also.
Mm,
Yeah, and you can add berries and all that. So if you there's like some good vitamins in it, probiotics and vitamins because you add berries. Yeah, it'll keep
correct.
you full. Yeah, and also drink
And
protein.
yogurt and oatmeal, oatmeal, oatmeals,
Yeah,
oatmeals. Oh, my grandma, oatmeal, oatmeal. What oatmeal?
yeah.
Well, I see.
Hey,
I
I saw
see a lot of people about
some
exercising.
comments asking one what record a video of two of us doing Tarawih prayers. April, we actually plan to do Tarawih prayers in the mosque. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think Brother Ilyas will be breaking fast with me as well. Inshallah, Brother Edison also. So you get
correct.
maybe we can stream live again.
Can.
Stream live the breaking fast then. Yeah. But Tarawih prayers, how to stream live? Cannot. You're in the mosque, ma.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's okay lah. I think for Tarawih prayers, if
Yeah, quite
cannot,
long,
that is fine.
You stream live Tarawih prayers, you all sleep already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. So, but I think we'll stream if can. Probably the iftar. So yeah,
Mm.
there's
With
also a comment by Duchi. Salam,
okay.
can post videos of your breaking fast experience.
Yeah.
Um, I think we spoke briefly about it today, right? Just now.
Yeah. 30th April. Right? Yeah. Lah. That
Yeah,
video against breaking
correct,
fast.
correct.
Mm.
So yeah, I think we'll post that. Oh, actually,
Yep.
this is quite good. We can just read some of the comments before we end off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can consider exercise before breakfast, 6 to 6:30. Yeah, I
Oh.
think.
Yeah. 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 That's a good idea because right, your body is in a state of I think renewal, and it's the best time to shred a lot of weight or fat.
Yeah, but
But don't overdo it. You're gonna dehydrate also, so don't overdo it. Yeah.
yeah, I won't do it. I won't do it. But you guys can request Brother Harold, to run 10 kilometers or
Ah,
two point
thank you.
four before he break fast. I think he'll gladly post up his his vlog.
Yeah. If I do 10 kilometers, I think I'll stay up the whole night already. Can do tahajud whole night. I think energy too much. But you'll find
Wow.
that you can actually your body will tap into other reserves to give you energy. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Like
Actually,
mostly
you become
fat
more alert.
reserves.
Yeah. Like actually we feel tired because we are actually quite heavy, right? I mean, like our body has weight, like water weight, fat, and all that. So when we are overweight, we tend to feel more tired easily. Yeah, yeah. We tend to feel tired easily, and
Oh,
when you lose the weight, you feel that you are more awake. But why are we talking about weight here anyway? Let's carry on with. I don't know why, but this thing.
no, because just now when you say like when you're overweight, right, then you feel more tired easily. I thought of like
What are you talking about?
I thought of like your eyelid gain weight, then very heavy.
ID?
Your eyelid gain weight, and then you're
Oh, yeah,
very heavy. Then you get more tired easily.
yeah.
That's what I was. Oh, but
So, any request from the audience? I mean, from the viewers.
We can do some Q&A
Anything that you want us to cover
for 5-10
about our
minutes.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to keep this within 45 minutes. Yeah, so we have
Yeah,
a bit of
correct.
yeah.
So while we're waiting for the question, right, just to add on, if you guys are wondering like what's the schedule for this one, right? Like inshallah we'll do this every other day. So right now it is on the odd number days. Okay, so 13, 15, 17, 19, all the odd numbers we'll do live inshallah at about this time. About this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And what's the next topic?
The next topic, right, we're gonna do on Wednesday. No, not Wednesday. Thursday. We're gonna do on let me check my email. We have a few topics lined up, lah. So
Mhm.
we have planned out a few. We are still planning out the rest. The next topic I want to talk about is how is it like as a Muslim living in a non-Muslim society. So I think it is quite interesting. I think it's a lot relatable to a lot of the audience as well because, like, I think from the comments I saw, right, there's people from like London, like from the United States, right? So I think it will be interesting not only to hear our experience, but I think if they are here as well, they can comment on their experience, and then we can also hear their experience as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, there's a question.
one question: who's older, me or you? You see who has the beard?
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, I think you should comment. Our dear SA, our
Yes.
brother or sister. I think you can comment honestly. Who do you think is the older one? Either Harold or Elias, and then we'll see whether you're right or wrong.
Yeah. if he's an, where is your future wife from? Oh, he's asking you,
Oh,
Elias.
hi. Ifizan, not sure, brother or sister, but my future wife is from Indonesia. So yeah, I think I briefly mentioned it in one of our videos together that I met her while we were playing games. So yeah, like I think
Elias
this
looks
is
old.
thanks, man. Thanks. This is a compliment. I appreciate. I appreciate. I appreciate your answer, lah. Yeah, but I'm the younger one, so I think it's because of the lighting, lah. Okay, I think
I think it's because of my berries.
the berries. But I think I am 26, right, and he's 34, right? 33.
You can't remember my
30,
age. 34.
yeah, 34. 34 or 33, I remember either one. So yeah, I think 8 years difference, but if I look older, then I'm very happy because I think the beard works.
Okay. Yeah, inshallah I can grow one like much better. Then
Yeah,
maybe I will look different in age.
I think soon, right? For the audience watching this video, I think you might be able to see like his transition to growing a beard. Inshallah,
Inshallah.
we're trying. Yeah. Looking
Yeah.
forward to your next live. Thanks, man. We will be
Oh,
live
thank
again.
you. I look younger than 30.
Wow. I don't know how to fix my face. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
happy to look older because I think people always say I look very young last time, but now, right, I try to look older and it worked.
Mhm. I think before we end the session, right,
Mhm.
we can make a simple doa and also a Quranic recitation. I think for all our dear listeners who tune in today, viewers, yeah.
Sure, man. Would you
for
like
the
to make the
podcast.
dua?
Yeah. Um. Okay. So, yeah, I will say one doa, then maybe you can say doa. But this is not like a doa like it's given from the book or something. It's just purely from my heart and my thoughts.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so how do we do this? A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I think I should do I should recite a Quranic verse first, then I say a dua, right? It's a bit odd to start a dua without. Uh, no, is it correct? Am I supposed to do
Uh,
this?
I, I I think there's no fixed one. I think, yeah, because I think dua you can stay anytime, but usually people say at the end, I guess.
At the end
Usually,
at the end of at least like a formal prayer lah.
yeah, I think
Maybe,
so.
right?
Not too sure. Also, I rarely hear people say dua like in live. Like, people usually say it in private. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, Allah can hear us, right? Yeah.
yeah, correct.
So just it lah, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So inshallah, may Allah bless all of us who are here, experiencing Ramadan today. New reverts, people who have already been through many years of Ramadan also that are tuning in. People who are now probably in bed sleeping as well, and are Muslim. I will pray for you. Pray to Allah that He will bless all of you with good health, with the purity of the heart, yeah, and to bless you with a lot of barakah, and to have a smooth journey in life till inshallah we meet in Jannah paradise one day. So that is from
I
my
mean,
heart to everyone. Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
that's a great dua, man.
yeah.
So
Yourself, what would you like to um,
make dua for. I think I would like to, make dua for everyone who's watching and not watching this video. That may we have the strength to see through this Ramadan until Eid, the day of Eid, and may we also use this time wisely, and inshallah be able to gain the most rewards that we can in this blessed month of Ramadan. And also inshallah, like, I hope everything goes smoothly lah. Like, most importantly, for people who are having a hard time, and for people who you know might not have it as easy as other people right now during the time, I hope that all of us can go through this smoothly, and then enjoy our Eid on the last day of Ramadan, after the last day of Ramadan. And most importantly, also, I wish that we have our sins forgiven by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala after this month. So yeah, that is my dua for this
um,
life.
I mean, okay, so let's you can end with Surah Al Asr. Then I'll end with Fatiha. I think then we can sum up today.
All right, can I'll
Okay.
end with the tasbih, tasbih and the what ashur.
Okay. So I'll start with
So,
Fatiha.
okay,
Or
can.
you want to start with Fatiha, then you continue with the Surah to Asr.
Okay.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
All right. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر.
Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in. And inshallah, we see you in 2 days' time, which is the 15th of April. And the topic will be on what is it like being a non-Muslim being a Muslim in a non-Muslim environment, right?
Correct. Just a short announcement. I think by then, right, I have a new microphone that will arrive, so probably I will sound better lah at that time. And yeah, I just found out the setting, by the way. So just now I was recording myself in 480p, the camera, but right now I switched to 720p. So I think next live will be better. So
No, we are just doing this the first time. This is our first time doing live streaming on YouTube.
yeah.
So
Correct.
I hope we didn't have so many hiccups in the next few live streamings.
Correct. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. The 72 people watching right now, we're so sorry. You're gonna leave you already, but
yeah, I think you can rewind and watch it.
Correct. So yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you when we see you in the next live. Take care and be safe. Assalamualaikum, guys. Bye bye.
Assalamualaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. Good night, everyone from Singapore.
Have a great day tomorrow.